Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So, just to kick it right off, I'm a millennial, so that should set the tone of how I feel about Good Burger, something I grew up with. And
Awesome.
so it's
Nice.
really cool to kind of dive back into this with Go Burger 2 and see, especially with Keenan's World, two of the kind of casts of his sketch comedy mesh together with,
Hmm.
SNL people and, all that, and everyone meshed into one cast. So for you guys, how was it to kind of navigate bringing the past nostalgia with the nostalgia of Saturday Night Live into something like this? Because that was, for me, part of the coolest part of this movie.
It is. Now that you point that out, that is very cool. And some of the Saturday Night Live attendees in the movie weren't even born then, I don't think, right? So that really blows me away.
No,
So,
one of the fun things of doing the second film was seeing, who wanted to do cameos and who wanted to be in it. And,
Yeah.
over the last 25 years, we've gotten a lot of people asking us, when are you doing a sequel? But also like, hey, I want to be in the sequel, put me in the sequel. So it was exciting to get a lot of cool, surprising cameos for the movie.
Like me, I wanted to be in the sequel.
Yes.
I put myself in the sequel.
yeah.
We actually
Big celebrity cameos like me made it in.
yeah, we had cameos in the first movie, but we are actually not in
Yeah,
the
you're
second
not in the
one.
second one.
We are not in it, so.
No.
So in the third one, you guys have to write yourselves in so you can make up for the second one.
We'll
how
have to make
you
up
can
for it. I
Two
like
rules. Cool.
And it also too, I love Cal very much. I saw him on a plane one time and I just couldn't speak. I just walked past Cal Mitchell and was like, I gotta walk. But I love how much heart he has. I mean, he always had a lot of heart in every role he played, but this movie especially, I was like, protect him. What are you doing? Ed needs protected. And I really love kind of how everyone was behind Ed when Dex is kind of like, trying to like
Yeah.
Dex. And when you guys are writing this and everyone is team Ed, how do you guys navigate like making sure it is still, it's Dex and Ed and it's going to be that throughout the movie, even though, there is that the ebb and flow that we
Yeah.
need to make a movie a movie.
Yeah, I mean, the core of the movie is a Dex and Ed buddy comedy, but you obviously you have this nice ensemble around them, and I think one of the challenges probably is giving Dex some movement, but he means well. He's not trying to screw Ed over, but he's business minded. He always has a scheme, and I think in this movie he sees the situation as a win-win. Which unfortunately puts the fate of Good Burger,
And all fast food.
yes, and all the entire world, and global, yes, in jeopardy.
Yeah.
But and I think that's the secret of Good Burger's success, to some degree, is how sort of sincere Ed is as a character. He's just a very honest, loving person, and I think that transcends.
Yeah, we always wanted to make him likable, and everybody loves Ed. So hopefully that comes across.
Apart from the baddies.
Well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
still
Actually,
end up
yeah.
loving him. They
Some of
still
the
end up
baddies,
loving him.
yeah.
They do, you're right.
Yes.
They actually want more. They want
I know.
more of him. They want him
I know,
everywhere.
they sit there with him. Never mind. I'm not
You're
going to say
right.
that.
You're right. I take it back. Even the baddies love it.
Yes.
Everyone loves Ed.
Yeah.
I do also love how many like little like I don't want to call them Easter eggs. That feels weird. But I do love like how many nods to kind of like the Keenan and Kel history there are in this movie. Like I love the orange
was for
soda.
you.
Yeah, I love the orange soda part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Love I of course I love how many times we get to hear you're a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. Happened like 3 times. I was like, great. A song I think about a lot, heard a lot. When you guys are referencing things that like people like me who grew up watching all that and Keenan and Kel are gonna know, did you guys have a map of what you wanted to include, or was it just kind of like, I don't know, people are gonna remember this, and you guys
We-
did that way?
We might have gone back through and added a couple, but as we went along, we go, "Hey, we're talking about soda here. Let's talk about orange soda, and and it kind of we also wanted to space them out far enough so they wouldn't. We didn't want to do no overkill,
Yeah.
No.
There's lots of little things in there
Yeah.
that you maybe haven't. You'll notice on the second and third and fourth time you watch it, because the production designer was the same who did the first one, came and did the second one. So there's lots of things in the background,
Yeah.
lots of little props, lots of little things that are callbacks that.
So watch it
Really?
4 times.
Yeah, at least
At least,
that's-
at
On a
least.
loop.
today.
Yeah, just go back and be like, I
Mm-hmm.
need to watch this just on nonstop as many times as possible.
Oh yes, please.
And in different languages, you'll find
Yeah.
many, many things.
And I also too, with a movie like this, I think it makes me feel both old and great that now there are nostalgia movies for people who were born in like the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't love it, but I also am like, yeah, great. I'm so happy that Good Burger 2 is a nostalgia movie.
How do you think we feel writing at 30? I mean, I wasn't 7 years
Yeah.
old, by the way. You know.
But I do like that there are things like, you know, the one guy, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name, who gets stuck in the freezer for 22 years, and they're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
welcome.
Fizz, Josh Server.
Josh Server, Fizz, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of ideas on how
Yeah.
to bring certain characters back, and not all of them fit in the movie, but there were that was one where like we want to make this, we want to keep this.
And
We wanna
yes,
make that work.
does that belong in the movie? No, but it does for us. We want that in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it has to be.
It's so good. But was there any like kind of were there any characters that you were like, I wanted this person in the movie, but it just like didn't work for, like you said, like, did it belong in the movie? No, but we wanted that to happen.
I mean, just
I don't
about
think
everybody we talked to wanted to be a part of this again. I do think that there was just like scheduling.
Yeah.
For scheduling reasons, I think we didn't get to work with Sinbad, right?
Right.
Well,
But his voice
is in
his
it.
voice is in it, so he is technically in the movie.
And the main idea was
See, that's fun.
They were
That's an example.
They
of
were going to back into the car at the beginning. You've seen the trailer, and he was going to be in the car and go, "My car," you know. But it just did not work out, and you know.
He's the voice. You've seen the movie? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the voice of the landlord who evicts Dex at the beginning as Sinbad.
Good.
So even that's a sort of layer of like callbacks.
Keeps this movie in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I also do like that you guys somehow got Mark Cuban. Like Mark Cuban is a good
Yes, and he was very game and was really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
which was great.
And he had his own private jet, so he could just fly in whenever we wanted him. So good.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, he was great. He was great. Everyone who came to set understood the tone and understood the fun of it all. So there was no preciousness in that either. They would come and be totally available and up for doing anything and everything.
Yeah,
so it made
everybody
it
wanted
so
to be
fun,
there.
you know. And you can probably feel that when you're watching it. You know, there's like Mark Cuban's dancing around in the bloopers at the end, like in the outtakey things, just like, you know, dancing, being really silly. You don't see that all the time.
No, you don't. And thank you guys so much for talking with me today. I love this movie so much. It was so nice to go back to Good Burger. And so thank you so much for making this happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.